Good morning, everybody. So I'm a little bit late today. So yesterday was kind of a wild day for me. You know, everybody kind of has those days, but it kind of tripped me out because at the end of the day, I was like just going through reels. Sometimes I will spend a couple of minutes going through them because some of the stuff on there is just hilarious, and you know it's better than the funniest comedian. So I had a pretty rough day yesterday, which again we have sometimes. And I came across this one reel, and the guy on there, he says, some days, he said, people will tell you it's gonna get better. It's not gonna get better. He says, so just go home and lay down, you know what I mean? Just whatever. And he used some other explicatives, but he was, again, it caught me off guard. I didn't go looking for it, but it was funny when it caught me. But he was just talking about some days just gonna be like that, man. They're gonna be hard, they're gonna be rough. And so yesterday for me was kind of like that, but I want to talk to you about when you have days like that, when you got them rough days. The goal for us as Christians is to grow and to mature and to be able to overcome the same stuff that got you down some years ago or some months ago. Let's say some years ago, it shouldn't get you down today. You should be able to look at stuff and develop forgive when it's time to forgive, and press forward when it's time to press forward, have strength when you need to have strength, have discipline when you need to have discipline. You need to be growing and you need to be progressing. But sometimes when you have them days, it can just be rough. So I just want to read some scriptures to you that you probably already know, but just be a reminder to you. And this first one is John 16:33. And he says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. Again, we was talking about peace earlier in the week. So Jesus said, I spoke some stuff to you. I told you some stuff so that you can have peace. And then this is the thing that he said. He said, in the world, you shall have tribulation. Jesus said, he says, in the world, if you live in stuff's going to happen to you. You're going to have some challenges. It's going to be some crazy days, man. Some wild stuff is going to happen. And Jesus said, I'm telling you now, right? No matter how big a giant of faith you are, no matter how strong you are, there's going to be some days that are going to even make the strongest man be tempted to buckle, right? He says, these things I have spoken to you that you might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation. Then he goes on and he says, but be of good cheer because I've overcome the world. So what is his overcoming the world has to do with your situation? Because he's overcome the world, he's telling you, listen, because I overcome, you overcome. My spirit in you is in you as a believer. All of heaven's resources are with you as a believer. My overcoming is your overcoming. So no matter how bad the day gets, no matter how tough things get, Jesus wants you to know that he's with you and it's going to get better. All right. So the next one I want to read is this. And he gets straight to it. And this is Matthew 11:28. He says, come unto me, all that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. So Jesus says to you, he says, man, when you having them bad days, don't retreat back to the bottle. Don't retreat back to the smoke. Don't go back to the powder. Don't go back to the clubs. Don't go back to cheating on your people. Don't go back to none of that. He said, come to me. Because in them tough times, and like I said, I'll be the first one to admit, it's been a while, but in my early days of Christianity, me trying to be faithful to God, I had some days to where, man, I ain't drunk in a long time, but I'm just so tempting for me to go and give me some Crown Royal or find me some Hennessy or something like that, because this is just too much on you, boy. But again, like I say, we all are supposed to be growing from that. We all are supposed to be getting better from that. And Jesus said, instead of you retreating to that temporary fix, he wants you to retreat to him. Again, Matthew 11:28, he says, come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. I want to just pray for you right now in my next few seconds that I got. And you may say, man, Levi, I'm having one of them days. Hey, listen, know how that goes. But we're going to pray, man, that you have the strength to seek God in the middle of having one of them days, and God just to give you the strength to persevere on through it, because you are an overcomer in Jesus Christ. Lord, I just pray for my friends and my extended family here right now watching this video that's going through whatever they're going through, just being one of them days. And I pray, God, that you let them know that you've placed everything in them that pertains unto life and unto godliness, and that your strength is our strength. We can do all things through you who strengthens us. And we just thank you that you invited us. You said when we become overwhelmed, we can come to you. We can take your yoke upon us. Your yoke is easy and your burden is light. We can find rest for our souls from coming to you. So I pray for rest for my people, that they shake it off, that they're not tempted to go back to something that they would have went back to before, that they know that, God, that you got them, and that they come to you and they respond the right way, and that day does get turned around, unlike my brother on the Instagram reel. All right. God bless y'all, man. We're going to see y'all later. I got some other stuff to announce to y'all coming up soon, but I just want to try to share some of this stuff every day as God gives it to me. So I wanted to share that with y'all. I love y'all, and we will talk to y'all next time. Bye.